What is a safety database? A safety database is a central repository for collecting, managing, and analyzing safety information related to drugs and medical devices. Safety databases are essential components of pharmacovigilance and are used by pharmaceutical companies, regulatory authorities, and other stakeholders to monitor the safety and effectiveness of drugs and medical devices throughout their life cycle. Safety databases store and manage a wide range of safety-related information, including adverse events, medical history, drug-related information, laboratory data, and other relevant information. The data in safety databases are collected from various sources, including clinical trials, post-marketing surveillance, spontaneous reports, and literature reviews. Safety databases are used to identify safety signals, which are potential safety concerns or issues related to drugs or medical devices. Safety signals can be detected through various sources, including spontaneous reports, clinical trials, and literature reviews, and are evaluated and analyzed in safety databases to determine their significance and potential impact on patient safety. Safety databases are also used to generate safety reports, which are submitted to regulatory authorities to inform decision-making related to drug approvals, labeling, and risk management. Safety reports may include information on the frequency and severity of adverse events, risk factors, and other relevant safety information. Overall, safety databases are critical tools for pharmacovigilance and are used to ensure the safety and effectiveness of drugs and medical devices throughout their life cycle. They allow for the efficient collection, management, and analysis of safety information, enabling more comprehensive evaluation of the safety and effectiveness of drugs and medical devices. Pharmaceutical companies use various safety databases to monitor the safety and effectiveness of their drugs and medical devices. Some examples of safety databases used by pharmaceutical companies include Argus Safety. This is a safety database developed by Oracle and used by many pharmaceutical companies to manage safety data related to drugs and medical devices. RSG. This is a safety database developed by Aris Global and used by many pharmaceutical companies to manage safety data related to drugs and medical devices. PVWorks. This is a safety database developed by Evidera and used by many pharmaceutical companies to manage safety data related to drugs and medical devices. Empirica Trace. This is a safety database developed by DXC Technology and used by many pharmaceutical companies to manage safety data related to drugs and medical devices. ClinTrace. This is a safety database developed by Parexel and used by many pharmaceutical companies to manage safety data related to drugs and medical devices. These safety databases are used by pharmaceutical companies to collect, manage, and analyze safety information related to their drugs and medical devices throughout their life cycle. The data in these safety databases are used to identify safety signals, evaluate the safety and effectiveness of drugs and medical devices, and generate safety reports to inform regulatory decision-making. Some of the global safety databases used by health regulatory authorities are VG-Base. This is the World Health Organization's WHO Global Database of Individual Case Safety Reports, ICSRs, which contains more than 24 million reports of suspected adverse drug reactions, ADRs, from more than 130 countries. VG-Base is used by the WHO and other regulatory authorities to monitor the safety of drugs and medical devices and to identify potential safety signals. The database allows for the detection of new and emerging safety concerns, as well as the evaluation of the safety of drugs and medical devices over time. FAERS. This is the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's, FDA, Adverse Event Reporting System, which contains more than 16 million reports of suspected ADRs associated with FDA-regulated drugs and therapeutic biologic products. EudraVigilance. This is the European Union's centralized database of suspected ADRs reported in the European Economic Area, EEA, which contains more than 17 million reports of suspected ADRs. HOTR. This is Japan's Adverse Drug Event Report Database, which contains more than 5 million reports of suspected ADRs. WHO Global ICSR Database. This is the global repository for ICSRs that have been submitted to the WHO Program for International Drug Monitoring, PIDM, from over 130 participating countries. MedWatch. This is a database maintained by the FDA where consumers and healthcare professionals can report suspected ADRs and medication errors associated with FDA-regulated drugs and therapeutic biologic products. These databases are used by pharmacovigilance professionals, regulatory authorities, and other stakeholders to collect, manage, and analyze safety information related to drugs and medical devices. They allow for the efficient evaluation of safety signals and the generation of safety reports to inform decision-making related to drug approvals, labeling, and risk management. A safety database typically includes several components to enable the efficient collection, management, and analysis of safety information related to drugs and medical devices. Some of the key components of a safety database include Adverse Event Reporting Module. This is the core component of the safety database, which is used to record and manage safety information related to drugs and medical devices. It includes data fields to capture information on the patient, the adverse event, the suspect drug or medical device, and other relevant information. Case Management Module. This module is used to manage individual cases of adverse events reported in the safety database. It includes features to track case status, follow-up actions, and the communication of safety information to regulatory authorities. Signal Detection Module. This module is used to detect safety signals, which are potential safety concerns or issues related to drugs or medical devices. It includes algorithms to identify potential safety signals based on patterns and trends in the safety data. Risk Management Module. This module is used to manage the risks associated with drugs and medical devices. It includes tools to identify, assess, and mitigate risks associated with specific drugs or medical devices. Reporting Module. This module is used to generate safety reports, which are submitted to regulatory authorities to inform decision-making related to drug approvals, labeling, and risk management. Safety reports may include information on the frequency and severity of adverse events, risk factors, and other relevant safety information. Analytics and Reporting Module. This module is used to analyze safety data and generate reports for internal use by pharmaceutical companies, regulatory authorities, and other stakeholders. Overall, the components of a safety database are designed to facilitate the efficient collection, management, and analysis of safety information related to drugs and medical devices. They allow for the comprehensive evaluation of the safety and effectiveness of drugs and medical devices throughout their life cycle, ensuring the continued safety of patients. Cost of implementing safety database. The cost of implementing a safety database can vary widely depending on a variety of factors, including the size and complexity of the database, the number of users, the features and functionalities required, and the level of customization needed. In general, the cost of implementing a safety database includes several components, such as software licensing fees. This includes the cost of purchasing the safety database software from the vendor. Implementation and customization costs. This includes the cost of customizing the safety database to meet the specific needs of the organization, as well as the cost of implementing the software and integrating it with other systems. Training costs. This includes the cost of training users on how to use the safety database effectively. Maintenance and support costs. This includes the cost of ongoing maintenance and support for the safety database, including upgrades, patches, and technical support. The cost of implementing a safety database can range from tens of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars, depending on the scope and complexity of the project. However, the cost of implementing a safety database should be weighed against the potential benefits, which include improved safety monitoring, more efficient reporting of adverse events, and better risk management of drugs and medical devices.